The story takes place near the border with Mexico, where we meet Bryant, a construction worker living in a remote area. Bryant starts his mornings with intense physical and martial arts training sessions. During one of these trainings, he catches the attention of Oscar, a high school student who curiously watches him before hurrying off to school. While Oscar focuses on his studies, Bryant spends the day working in construction. However, after school, Oscar runs into the L-17 gang, whose member Flacco is among them. Tired of being extorted, Oscar tries to avoid them and successfully eludes Flacco and his group. Unbeknownst to Oscar, Bryant witnesses the incident while dining at a nearby restaurant. That same night, Flacco and his gang unexpectedly show up at Oscar's house, still bitter about their earlier encounter. Flacco confronts him and demands money until his brother returns. In an unexpected twist, it is revealed that Oscar's biological brother is actually the leader of the L-17 gang and currently lives in the United States. However, Flacco warns Oscar not to tell him anything about the extortion. The next morning, as Oscar once again watches Bryant train, he is caught in the act. But instead of getting angry, Bryant offers to train him. From that moment on, Oscar begins receiving instruction in martial arts and physical conditioning. Over the course of 4 months, he dedicates himself to perfecting his skills under Bryant's guidance, learning the techniques he has mastered. Meanwhile, Flacco continues demanding money, taking advantage of Oscar's brother's absence. During one training session, Oscar asks Bryant why he chose to teach him martial arts. Bryant replies simply yet meaningfully. After seeing him run from the L-17 gang, he understood Oscar needed to learn how to defend himself. It's then that Oscar reveals the shocking truth. His own brother is the leader of the gang, but in his absence, Flacco continues harassing him. One day, while Oscar and Bryant are training, Flacco arrives with Hector, the L-17 leader and Oscar's brother. Hector is suspicious of Bryant, suspecting he might be an undercover cop. He questions both Bryant and Oscar about why he's spending time with him instead of joining the gang. Oscar replies that he prefers to be with Bryant, further straining the relationship between the brothers. The next day, Oscar visits a gym that specializes in MMA and boxing, hoping to become a professional fighter. There he meets Marisol, the daughter of the gym owner, and they quickly develop a strong connection. Shortly after, under Hector's orders, Flacco gathers the L-17 gang and Oscar for an underground boxing match where an undefeated fighter known as the Collector is set to fight. A large cash prize is offered to anyone who can defeat him. In a surprising twist, Oscar signs up for the fight, shocking everyone who underestimates his skills. Hector doesn't understand his brother's motives, but when the fight begins, Oscar skillfully applies the techniques he learned from Bryant. His performance stuns the audience, many of whom begin recording the match. In less than 3 minutes, Oscar defeats the Collector without taking a single hit. This unexpected victory fills Hector with pride, while Flacco is visibly shaken and swears never to bother Oscar again. The next day, Bryant is surprised and angry when Oscar shows up at his house with the L-17 gang. He hadn't heard from him in a week, and Oscar's sudden arrival with the gang catches him off guard. Hector tells Bryant he wants him to continue training Oscar, especially after witnessing his incredible performance the night before. However, Bryant refuses, making it clear he doesn't want to be involved anymore. In response to his refusal, Hector offers him a large sum of money to keep training Oscar, but Bryant remains firm. In a tense moment, Hector pulls a gun to intimidate him, but Bryant reacts swiftly, disarming him and issuing a serious warning. He firmly states that he doesn't want any further contact with any of them, including Oscar. The scene shifts to Pyro, a lawyer calmly playing golf until he receives an unexpected phone call. After reading the contents of a video, he becomes alarmed and rushes to meet with his client, none other than Sonny Kilbane, a powerful Mafia boss currently in prison. Pyro plays the video, which shows Oscar's viral fight and his impressive martial arts skills, trained by Bryant. Sonny, who has long had an interest in Bryant, immediately orders Pyro to hire an elite assassin to locate him, suspecting that Bryant might be hiding in Mexico due to the video's connection to the border. The following day, Oscar and Hector visit Marisol's gym. Their day takes an unexpected turn when they are approached by 2 twin brothers, Ivan and Vlad, who introduce themselves as boxing promoters. The twins claim to be impressed by Oscar's fight against the Collector, but in a suspicious move, one of them asks about Bryant and shows a photo of him. Hector, distrusting them, immediately dismisses them and warns Oscar that the twins look more like hired killers than legitimate boxing promoters. Concerned for Bryant's safety, Oscar convinces Hector to go to his house, with Marisol accompanying them. When they arrive, Oscar and Marisol inform Bryant about the encounter with the suspicious men. Bryant immediately recognizes them. The twins are well-known hitmen in the United States. Realizing the danger is imminent, Bryant orders Oscar and Marisol into the house, fearing the twins are already nearby. He also tells Hector and his men to come inside, but before they can do so, they are ambushed. During the attack, 2 of Hector's men are killed, and Hector barely manages to take shelter inside the house. As the twins surround the property, Bryant tries to figure out how they found him, until Marisol tells him that Oscar's viral video likely gave them away. Although Bryant is upset with Oscar for exposing him, they must now face the threat together. One of the twins grabs a gasoline can from the car while the other takes position in the nearby hills, ready to ambush them. Realizing the danger they are in, Bryant devises a plan to outsmart the twins. He orders Hector to run toward a bulletproof window to create a distraction while he escapes through a hidden passage. The plan works. Bryant surprises one of the twins and kills him with a precise crossbow shot. When the surviving twin discovers his brother's death, he flies into a rage and viciously attacks Bryant. During the fight, Bryant confesses that he was the one who killed his brother. The twin throws the gasoline can in an attempt to distract Bryant, but after an intense exchange of blows, Bryant manages to subdue him. Desperate for answers, Bryant threatens to set the twin on fire, but the man remains silent. His loyalty to his employer is so strong that he sets himself on fire and dies rather than talk. With the twins eliminated, Bryant tells Hector and the others they must leave immediately, as more assassins could be on the way. He leads them through a hidden tunnel beneath the house. As they move through it, Hector asks who is after him and why. Bryant reveals that his enemy is Sonny Kilbane, a powerful Mafia boss who is also a high-ranking police officer. Sonny has operated illegally for years, trafficking weapons and even people. Bryant was the one who sent him to prison for life, but even from behind bars, Sonny continues to run his criminal empire through his vast fortune and bribery network. Bryant also reveals that his wife was brutally tortured by Sonny's men, though he managed to save her. To protect her, he staged a domestic violence case and separated from her, ensuring her whereabouts remained hidden. Since then, Bryant has lived in hiding. When they reach the end of the tunnel, Bryant orders Oscar and the others to flee immediately. However, upon returning to the house, he finds it surrounded by corrupt police officers sent by Sonny to capture him. Left with no other option, Bryant prepares for battle. Using all his skills, he takes down nearly every officer, leaving only 2 cornered. In an unexpected twist, Bryant chooses to spare their lives instead of killing them. The next day, Hector and his men arrive at Bryant's house, only to find that he is gone. To make it seem as though nothing had happened the night before, Bryant meticulously cleaned the scene, removing all traces of the fallen corrupt officers. Later, Hector meets with Oscar and Marisol, assuring them that Bryant is safe and encouraging Oscar to keep honing the martial arts skills he learned from him. Meanwhile, at one of the L-17 locations, Hector's men begin to disappear mysteriously. Soon, Hector is cornered by an unexpected attacker, Alex, one of the corrupt cops Bryant had spared the previous night. Alex and his crew capture Hector and demand information about Bryant's whereabouts. When Hector insists he isn't friends with Bryant, Alex orders one of his men to cut off Hector's ear as punishment. Just as the brutal act is about to take place, a gunshot rings out and one of Alex's men drops dead. The shooter is none other than Bryant, who had silently infiltrated the area. With Hector still alive, Alex confronts Bryant, scolding him for not having killed him the night before. Unfazed, Bryant replies that he had plenty of chances. He then delivers a precise headshot, killing Alex. Out of bullets, Bryant is pursued by Alex's machete-wielding men. Without hesitation, he engages them and takes them all down until no one is left standing. Impressed by Bryant's abilities, Hector watches as he effortlessly dispatches his attackers. Finally, Bryant takes Hector back home. Meanwhile, Oscar and Marisol head to Bryant's house to confirm whether he truly left. However, while Oscar inspects the property, he is suddenly attacked. He puts up a brave fight but is saved by an unexpected intervention. His rescuers are DEA agents led by Eric, a former subordinate of Bryant's. Eric reveals that he was trained in martial arts by Bryant and is there to protect him from the assassins hunting him. However, when he asks Oscar about Bryant's whereabouts, Oscar says he doesn't know and was only checking the house. As a result, Eric's team ensures the safety of Oscar and Marisol. While driving back with Hector, Bryant explains that taking down a powerful mafia boss like Sonny, who is also a police general, was no easy task. It took him 12 years to uncover the truth, including spending 7 of those years infiltrating the mafia to gather intel. Meanwhile, Oscar becomes suspicious when Eric drives them along an unfamiliar route. Discreetly, he manages to contact Hector to inform him that he and Marisol have been kidnapped by Eric, who is actually working with Sonny's men. When Eric sees Oscar on a call, he grabs the phone and throws it out the car window. Losing contact with Oscar, Hector and Bryant immediately realize they've been taken hostage. Sonny's lawyer meets with Don Valdez, a powerful Mexican crime boss. Valdez had suffered major losses since Sonny's imprisonment, as they were business partners. Eric brings Oscar and Marisol to the lawyer, who explains the plan: lure Bryant to Valdez's home and ambush him. Aware of Bryant's deadly skills, Valdez is reluctant to agree, fearing his home will be compromised. However, he agrees on the condition that Sonny pays him $20 million. Oscar is then given a phone to contact his brother and inform him of their location, setting the stage for the rescue mission Bryant and Hector are planning. Soon after, members of the L-17 gang arrive at Valdez's home disguised as Mexican police. A violent shootout breaks out, distracting Valdez's men while Bryant and Hector enter from the back. Together, they take down multiple gunmen. Furious over his losses, Valdez expresses his anger to the lawyer. Meanwhile, inside the house, Oscar and Marisol remain under close guard. Oscar manages to free himself and eliminate his captors. Simultaneously, Hector and Bryant continue their assault, clearing the path to the inside of the house. In another confrontation, Oscar and Eric face off in a tense fight. During the battle, Eric gains control of a gun and is about to shoot Oscar, but Marisol shoots him in the knee before he can pull the trigger. Bryant quickly intervenes, neutralizing Eric and ensuring everyone's safety. As they attempt to escape, Valdez reaches for a gun to kill them, but Hector shoots him in the back, stopping him. The battle ends with Bryant and the L-17 gang victorious. Later that night, the FBI arrives at Valdez's home. To everyone's surprise, among the agents is Bryant's wife, from whom he had been separated for years. At last, Bryant reunites with her. Days later, Sonny is escorted into a room inside the prison. However, the man accompanying him is actually an undercover member of the L-17 gang. With everything in place, Bryant is finally ready to exact his final revenge on Sonny. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a recap. See you in the next one.